We're alive. We're back. Russ has no hair.
You caught me in the middle of a work text message. No.
Russ has no hair on his head and legs, but we're all good.
It's growing back. Calm down there.
It is. You're the next Chia Pet.
I am. So, everybody, welcome back. Damien, thank you so much for coming in. Good morning to you, sir, from Scotland. Hi, Bonnie.
But yes. Russ has no hair. I have brown hair now. It's a beginning of all the changes, I think.
Yes, it is. I mean, August started a new month, new changes, new things, new directions, everything. Yeah. We're going that way. All right, let's get into the promotions real quick, Jenny.
Okay. T-shirts, we have stock of T-shirts of all sizes. They are 22 plus shipping. They're amazing. I am working with someone to get dumb computer. Long sleeves and hoodies will be coming very soon. Keep an eye out for that. I'm super excited.
Jenny, I need a hat or a beanie because like this shit ain't gonna fly in November.
Okay, I'll see if the person I'm talking to has beanies because that would be cool. We have a couple of these left. They are 25 plus shipping, made by Kate and Nate Co. High quality. Russ was walking around with them all last weekend.
Kept my beverage cold and kept myself refilled, and they are some great cups to have. I dropped mine actually this past weekend. Not a dent, not a scratch, nothing on it.
Well, that's a good thing. They're high quality.
Yes, Bonnie, I did say my hair will grow out, but I didn't say I was going to keep it long.
We have our bracelets. They are very high quality. They have sololite, crystal quartz, black tourmaline, labradorite, smoky quartz, and obsidian. I'm trying to see if I can get a good picture here. But
and my good friend Megan Stratton, who's in the chat room right now. Hi, Megan. Hey, Courtney. Megan actually bought 2 bracelets from Moxie Mollis this past weekend at the Bash. Yeah. So and she's absolutely in love with them. So
now she just has to get a Unturned Pages one.
She told me she will get one. She just moved into a new apartment, so I'm giving her a little space on her spending habits right now. Yeah. So
if you miss any of our episodes, Unturned Pages, Copies of Curiosities, you can catch them on Audible, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, Amazon Music, wherever you can get podcasts. We are there. You can go and play them.
You will never get rid of us. We are everywhere.
And Spotify, if you want, has the video of each show on there as well, if you just don't want to listen. Get Haunted has some great events. I know a lot of them are sold out. They have Wright Hill Mansion, which is sold out on August 17th. They have New Egypt, which I know is sold out on 9/14. 10/5 Madison Seminary, amazing location. 10/12 Wright Hill Mansion, which I might be going to check out in October when I'm in the
East. Missed one there, Jenny. Don't forget 10/26, the Supernatural Soiree that you are going to.
That's on my list. I have a picture.
Okay. Well, you kind of left it out the last couple times, so.
I will be here next weekend at the first annual Benton County Historical Society Expo. Dave Schrader will be there. Jeff Bellajinger will be there. I'll be doing oral photography, and my mom has the oracle decks, tarot decks. I'll have T-shirts and everything else there as well for our podcast. Michigan Paracon, last one ever, as we are being told. So if you're not there August 22nd to the 25th, you're losing your chance of experiencing the greatness of Michigan Paracon. It's up in Sault, Michigan, right on that Canadian border. Great event. Everyone from TV, podcasts. I know our friends Dale and I can't think of Dale's. Michael John will be there.
Dale Quigley and Michael John.
Yep, will be there, and very many other great people will be there. I will be there too, doing oral photography. Rock
Jenny, I just
Island.
gotta there's a comment in the chat. Michael in the chat just asked, "Are you guys a Blockbuster?" Unfortunately, no, Michael, but I actually was manager for Blockbuster up until they closed business and went bankrupt. So technically, I am at Blockbuster.
And we actually met Michael last weekend at Gettysburg, which was a lot of fun. They have
I met so many people.
He was the GOAT running around.
Oh,
Yes.
Gotcha.
Okay. Rock Island Paracon is coming up very, very fast in October. Super excited. We are sponsors of this event, along with Get Haunted, We Are Paranormal, and Paraflex, and a few others. Amazing people. Josh of the Searchers will be there. So come out and check it out. I think it's like $20 to get in for the day. Amazing event with amazing people. And I will be at this event in October, thanks to Josh and Shane of the Searchers for giving a ticket when we signed up for their new streaming network.
Yeah, they gave you a ticket because you bought a streaming service. Come on.
Hey, I'm so excited for that weekend now because I get to go to the haunted Hoover House and everything else. So,
well, you enjoy that while I'm slaving away at Spirit, okay?
Yes. I was actually thinking about coming and surprising you at work, but you're too far away. So,
please don't. Please don't.
Oh, now I kind of want to.
Ian just commented in there, said I was the problem with Blockbuster. Yes, I caused them to go I caused them to go bankrupt. Yes. Hi, hello, I'm the problem.
And Rock Island is only $5 admission. My bad. I thought it was $20 for some reason, but it is $5. So great event. Whole family can come on and hang out.
No, Candy keeps her stuff cheap out there. So
yeah, this is October 26th. In the Battleship, New Jersey. I know Shane and Josh will be there. Michael from Pair with the Normal or something. New TV show on Stream Beacon. This one. Beacon. Yes, sorry. So if you haven't
StreamBeaconTV.com.
Yes. If you haven't seen yet, Shane and Josh and a few other friends have launched a new streaming network on last weekend at the Gettysburg Bash. Josh and Shane will have a new show called The Searchers Afterlife. Michael and his friend Mary Lynn will have a show. Sarah Lomos will have a show. Kalani the Ghost Hunter will have a show.
I don't have a show, so
I know, right? We have to figure something out. There it is. It is Pair with a Normal. That's their show. And I watched the first episode on the way home, and it is great. Michael gives it a very comedy aspect to it. But I expect a lot of good things coming from this network. So if you haven't signed up yet, it's $4.99 a month unless you sign up for Legacy, which is $79.99 for a whole year. But there's a lot of new shows coming out with a lot of the people that you've seen on previous networks. So keep an eye out for that. I'm super excited. We saw a few of their previews last weekend, and I'm super excited for that. And then we have our guests. I met Joe and Dom.
Hey.
What?
I'm sorry.
What?
October 26th, the same night as the Supernatural Soiree, is going to be the Warner Paranormal Preservation Society.
Oh, yes.
Wilson Castle at the Bash in Proctor, Vermont. And I know Get Haunted and Warner Paranormal are both putting on an event the same day. Happens all the time, all over the country. But if you're up in the New England area or New York area, definitely come out, check out Wilson Castle. We have some great tickets available right now. If I could be there, I definitely would, but I will be knee deep in the shit at Spirit the weekend before Halloween. So
those are the weekends that you will be sleeping at work.
I will be sleeping at the store. Yep. So, and also November 2nd and 3rd, right the weekend after the Wilson Castle event, we have the East Coast Para Expo. Tickets are still being worked out for it. We're starting to release information. So if you haven't yet, go over, follow Warner Paranormal Preservation Society or Warner Paranormal Explorers. And we will definitely be getting information out to you guys very soon. We actually just started putting up some graphics. I know Ian Murphy's in the chat room. He's shared it a couple times. I've shared it already once. So
I know Banter with Richie B will be there.
Banter with Richie B is going to be there with Wojo. They're going to be doing a talk about Bigfoot and the Bridgewater Triangle and everything. So it's going to be a great event. This is an event that shines light on the people that need the light and deserve the light. And Ian, please, I know you're listening. November 2nd, they are doing a gallery reading with, I believe, Chris Brown, and there's another person. I can't remember the other guy's name. I'm sorry. My brain is fried from work. From work already. It's only our third day open, and I'm already fried. But it's definitely a great event. This is the second year we're doing it, and we always have some great people come through, some great vendors. Thank you for answering, Ian. I was asking names, not galleries and lectures and everything. But okay, cool. He'll get back to me, I'm sure.
And you guys have Escape the Hot Turf Hall event on October 5th.
We are doing some. We're changing it up. We did a murder mystery dinner kind of thing, but we're doing kind of an escape room kind of thing at the Her Stuff Hall this year. Kim Murphy and Ian are in charge of that. Kim always puts her all into it, and I know she's involved with it. She's definitely going to knock it out of the park. And here comes a train. So Jenny, lead us in.
Okay. As well, keep an eye on our Facebook page because we will be doing a raffle type of thing for Dave Schrader's newest book. It's called The Theater of the Mind, Tales from the Darkness. You have an autograph from Dave Schrader himself. So keep an eye on our Facebook page of Unturned Pages to know how to enter that. I have that all set up for our listeners, so I'm super excited.
Also, I mean, we're already 14 minutes in, and I just got to say, this past weekend at the Bash, Jenny and I took an Unturned Pages t-shirt around and had everybody that we have sign it. She is also taking it to Michigan Paracon and having everybody up there sign it. You did take it to Pennhurst. That's where you started it.
Yes, I got Project Fear on it.
So we will be raffling that off or something at some point.
Yes.
Whether it be
September, October.
Yeah, whether it be for like a charity or something, we haven't decided yet, but we will be raffling that off. And there are some pretty heavy hitter signatures on there. So definitely like, hey there, like, speak of the devil, Kim Murphy just popped in the chat room. How about that?
Speak of the devil, her ears must be ringing when we were talking.
Well, she's probably sitting there with Ian.
Probably. And gotta say happy anniversary to those two because they just had their anniversary yesterday.
18 years, actually today. 18 years for them. So congratulations to them. Proving that you can still be with an asshole after all these years, right, Kim?
I was just gonna say something like that, but nicer. But okay.
You don't get. You know what? Don't say anything nice about it. Just send it in a nice picture card or something. Send them a card in the mail. I'll give you their address.
Oh, okay. So our guest tonight, or next of kin, is a father-son group out of Pennsylvania. I had the pleasure of finally meeting them in person at Pennhurst this year, and got to investigate with them at Pennhurst. So that was a lot of fun. And I got to investigate with them again at Missouri State Penn. So let's bring these two guys on here. Hello.
Hey, what's up, guys?
How are you guys?
Not much. We're just hanging out here in good old Pennsylvania.
How warm is it in Pennsylvania today?
It was 98 degrees, Dominic said.
Nope, I'm good.
It was
Dominic, you just look like a creeper in the background. Like you look like Hawkeye from the Avengers was perched up on a ledge, like, okay, something's gonna happen. Like,
yeah, right.
You're not the first one to say that, Rush. You know that?
Hey, when you have somebody just standing in the background, like,
Yep. That's him.
So, tell us about yourselves. How did you get into the paranormal? All that fun.
well, first of all, they are
Yeah.
next of kin paranormal.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
we are.
I don't remember if you said that or not. I'm sorry. Like, I'm losing my mind, but
this will be him for the next 18 weeks of the year.
you're lucky I'll even show up.
Uh-oh. Dissension among the ranks.
Yep.
So I guess we got into this because he was watching it on TV, all those paranormal shows. And how old were you when we started?
13 or 14.
It was 13 or 14 years old. And
Hey, he started right around the time I did.
oh yeah?
I was 13 when I had my first investigation.
Oh wow, cool. Interesting. So my wife looked up something for us to go to, and since we're close to a lot of stuff here in Pennsylvania, we ended up at Eastern State Penitentiary in Philadelphia. And
Nice.
we were able to actually investigate that a few times before they closed it. And I think one first investigation or the second is when you caught the shadow.
Oh, second one, because that's when we met Rob.
I don't remember. Well, go ahead and you tell it.
I don't remember most of it.
Sounds
Well,
like I don't remember.
Yeah, when we first went to the show, listen to me. When we first went down there to investigate, like the first time, I don't think we had too much happen. There was a few things, but I thought it was all bullshit. Because I was not a believer, like I am now. But he, as we kept going back, we kept tuning in more to what was going on. And he actually was videoing before everything started. And he actually got a black shadow come out of one of the closets on his camera. It was a black shadow, came out, turned 90 degrees and went down the hallway and then just disappeared. And as this started to happen, this camera started to go in and out of focus. And when it went out of focus is when we kind of caught everything. And when it disappeared is when the camera came back into complete focus. And he was like 14 or 15 at the time when we caught that one. So
Did you kind of shit your pants a little bit there, Dom?
I just didn't know what happened. I was like, and then I scrolled back through it. I'm looking at it, I'm like, there's no way.
No way.
we actually went and we showed it to one of the ladies that was there that was running the event for the evening. And she's like, oh yeah, it's going to be good tonight. And that evening,
Your thermal.
oh yeah, I bought a thermal gun for like work. It just picked up temperature changes and stuff like that.
Yep.
Kept shooting it in. We were in the operating room, and I kept shooting it into the one area beyond the chair or the table. And a couple of different times, it jumped up into the 600s. And I've never seen a gun do
There
that.
was also lines down the screen.
And it was, lines,
Oh,
like wavy
interesting.
lines. Yep. So then I take it and I'd shoot it at the floor at my feet, and it would show normal.
So I have to ask, what year was this happened?
Oh, this was
I'm 21 now. I probably would have been about 14.
so
20.
So 6 years ago?
Yeah.
7 years ago?
7 years.
6, 7 years ago.
Okay, because I was going to blame him for the cause of COVID for you guys opening a portal or something at Eastern State. The timeline doesn't really match up, but wasn't it a time during the recession of the housing market and everything? So, I mean,
Maybe. We'll just blame him. Let's go.
damn you guys.
So I shot that laser gun to the temperatures and stuff into that room a couple different times. And
It's like a flare that has a screen.
it has a screen and you can see stuff. And then it kind of jumped up and we got 666 across the screen.
Oh
and it
wow.
held, and it just held there for a couple seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, oh, screw this. And I like let it go and stuff. And I took it and I shot the floor again by my feet and it showed normal. So after that, it was kind of like a little bit different for me, the way I started thinking.
Mm-hmm.
But
I
he's
love
always
Eastern State.
a lot of experiences.
Yeah, I love Eastern State. I'm hoping I could go back in October when I come through that area again. Because the first time I went, we just did like just a self-guided tour thing during the day. And I had my phone in my hand like this, taking photos, like, you know, me taking photos of everything.
Mhm.
And my hand got
No, I
pushed.
never believe that.
No, not me taking amazing photos.
No, of photos of anything. I mean, I would never believe that.
Nope. So I had my phone like this, taking photos. My hand got pushed, and my phone went flying and shattered the screen at Eastern
wow.
State. So I'm like, thanks, Spirit, love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love Eastern State. That's a big place for sure.
Oh, it's huge. Yeah, we love it there.
I definitely want to go back, but this time I'm gonna have like a holder for my phone around my wrist so it can't go flying.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. No, Eastern State I think I can't say for sure, but I think if we started investigating other places first, being that we really didn't know what was going on and what to expect, I think if we went to some other places, I don't know if we would have been as involved in it as we are right now.
yeah,
You never know, you know?
you never know. It's like the first
Yeah.
place can either really make
Yep.
you like into the paranormal or kind of be
Yeah.
like, is this what the paranormal really is? Staying in the dark room,
Mhm.
doing really nothing, staying
Yeah.
trying to talk to ourselves. But when you have like the first amazing experience, it can get you hooked. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we got some new people in the chat room. Sierra Dickerson came in and said hi to you guys.
Oh, hey, Sierra. That's our
Kimberly
girl.
Ann, hey girl. Sherry Carpenter, and I'm not even gonna try to pronounce the last name because I will destroy that. I can guarantee it.
Yeah, definitely.
Not even gonna try.
I'm not even gonna try. Nope. And like my mom says, when you say Eastern State, a lot of people think of ghost hunters. Run, dude, run from ghost hunters for sure.
Yeah. Not me.
You
I don't
have
know.
a bullshit moment, run the opposite way.
Yeah.
Have you ever? That's actually a good question. Have you ever had those, like, for either one of you? Have you ever had those moments where like something happened and you're like, shit, and you like, I need to run.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I know he has, and I think Jenny can attest to me running out of a place.
Yes.
There.
Yep.
I think that was the first time that I really kind of boogied out of anywhere like that.
Oh, you
I think I heard
or
that was Penhurst, right?
Yeah,
that was
left
Penhurst.
her. I left her in the dust. I was like, I'm out.
You left me in the basement of Craker of all buildings.
Well, there was other people in the room.
Yeah, no one I knew. Okay, we have to tell the story. We have to tell the story.
Yep, you have to tell the story now.
So, Joby and I were on the main floor of Craker doing a laser grid EVP session, and we had the spirit box going, and it kept telling us to go to the basement. We didn't know why. No idea why. And then we went to the basement, and Joby, you tell the rest, because that was all you.
It kind of I guess it kind of called me out, and I'm like, all right, so we came down to the basement. What do you want me in the basement for? And this other group that was down there was doing the spirit box and was like on cue. As soon as I said, all right, tell me why you wanted me here, over the spirit box, plain as day, came out demon. And I was like, oh, that's it. We're out of here. And
Yep.
I was out the door, and I think if Jenny was in front of it a little more, I probably would have knocked her ass right over because I was moving.
Oh yeah, you definitely booked it out of there so fast. I was like,
Yeah.
wait, where did he just go?
Yep.
And you're like,
Yeah.
you were outside when I came out, and I'm like, okay, aren't we supposed to stay and figure out what it
Yep.
was? But
Nope.
no.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
You should have knocked her ass over. Maybe it would knock some sense into her.
I would have knocked her over and like trampled her half to death.
Probably. But we did catch a really cool photo. Let me see if I can pull it up on that main floor of Craker.
Yes, we did.
Find it. Let me see if I can find it here.
Penhurst is such an interesting place.
It really is.
Every time we go, we always get something different.
Or the same.
He's every time he goes there, well, you tell the story.
There's a little girl named her name's Emily, and her brother I think was younger than her, and he passed away before she did, and she didn't know where. No, it was the other way around. She passed away, and then her brother passed away. I think maybe like 2 or 3 months after, and her brother's passed on. But she's still looking for her brother there.
Yeah, down in the tunnels is where we were communicating.
She's all over the place. She'll go from Devon to the tunnels to Mayflower. It's really weird.
She really seems to seek him out though when he's there.
Yeah, I remember that.
There's like some kind of connection somehow, and I'm not sure what it is.
Ask when we were doing. I think I have it on video. I have to find it. When we were in the tunnels, we were doing Estes with Rebecca.
Oh, you were there, Jenny.
Yep, I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when I asked that, have I seen you at home? Here, and I got yes. We got yes out of that.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
So it's interesting. So.
Okay, I think the photos on my phone. Let me check it. Because I know, because I had to go in and kind of like brighten it up to see what we were seeing. But it looked like a little child, like sitting down on the floor.
But that's where we started, was at Eastern State. And I think the last time we investigated at Eastern State, and we went out to Death Row, there was this skinny guy out there. A lot of you know him. And he was talking about all this stuff and all these things and everything. And I was like, yeah, okay. And then quite a few years later, we go to an investigation at White Hill Manor.
Literally like a year and some months ago.
Just over a year and about a half ago, we go to an investigation at White Hill Manor. And Mansion. Oh yeah, White Hill Mansion, sorry.
Yeah.
And the guy that's talking is like, yeah, I did this kind of stuff over at Eastern State, and it was actually it was a Get Haunted event, so it was Rob.
Oh yeah.
Dominic recognized him. Rob kind of recognized us.
Rob's everywhere.
He is, and it was just.
And then I put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, and I got 6. So.
I mean, you know what? You guys are from PA, so math's probably not your strong suit. So shout out to Joshua Adilla from Animal Paranormal. He's going to be on Compass Curiosities tomorrow night, as soon as Jenny gets me a graphic that I can post more than 12 hours prior to the show. We also have Kaylee Basinger in the room.
Yeah.
Stacey Lee just popped in. Oh, of course, we got the moderator, Ian Murphy. So he's on. He's giving us numbers. He's padding our numbers for us right now, Jenny.
Yeah, I see that.
He's listening from 2 places at once.
There you go.
I think I found the photo. I just have to find.
Okay, while you're doing that, so Dom, you said you're 21 now. You started about you were 14, 13 years old. Have you ever had that oh shit moment where you wanted to run out of somewhere? Like, what was your defining moment of like, this isn't for me. I don't want to do this anymore. I just want to leave.
So, well, there's two places that I've ever really had that happen. One of them, we weren't even investigating for ghosts. I'll
Was
start
I with you?
No.
Oh.
I'll start with the
No.
one when he wasn't with me.
It was kids being kids. He's over the age of 18 right now, Joe, so you can't be mad.
Yeah.
We were up above Cabela's in Hamburg. We went camping to go coyote hunting that night.
Oh.
And so we set up our camp in one spot and we're hunting this, that, the other thing. And it's 9 o'clock rolls around and we start hearing stuff like roll through the woods. We have thermals, so we're not seeing anything. So we're like, okay, it's probably just like a raccoon or something running through the woods, but we're still not seeing anything, which we're just kind of like putting that in our head. Like we're coyote hunting. We're not ghost hunting or anything.
Yeah.
So we're like, screw this. I feel like we should just move. So we moved down a little bit and I turned my truck off. We set up our tent. I turned my truck off for maybe 5 minutes. My buddy's phone died. My phone was at 2%. He's like, oh, we need to charge our phones. I go to start my truck. My truck's click, 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 click. The battery's dead.
Just dead. Oh.
And then I'm like, okay, well, let me start a fire while we figure this out so we don't get like mauled by a bear or anything. And I go to start a fire, not lighting. We're using lighter fluid, trying to light a fire, still not lighting. And then we hear like banging and people talking in the middle of the woods. So luckily, I had 2 wires, and I had a battery to like an impact gun.
Yep.
Get lug nuts off. I took the 2 wires, stuck them on the battery, and then inside
Pray to God it would jumpstart the truck.
It jumpstarted my truck with a 24-volt impact battery. And then
that's redneck
that,
ingenuity right there. That is definitely some redneck ingenuity.
Yep.
I'll give you that one.
We tore the tent down as quick as we could. Didn't even put it back in the bag. Put everything.
I'm surprised you even tore it down. I would have just left that shit. Like, nope, I'm gone.
We put it back in the truck, and then we slept in the Cabela's parking lot that night. And then we
tell them, yeah.
And then we come to find out up there, the French Indian War happened up there, and we have friends that are kind of from up there. They said they won't go up there at night because the truck dies up there.
The way you're describing almost sounds like you were like about to be part of some sacrificial cult or something like that. Like,
yeah, that's what
it,
like they said. They call him the bush Wookiee or whatever he is.
The bush. Okay, yep.
It's like this white cloaked figure that like runs through the woods at night.
Another cryptid no one's been able to put their finger on.
Yeah. And then the second one is kind of funny.
That's how they always start. It never starts with I had a salad and then this happened.
No, I don't think anything starts like that at this point.
Historical Society.
Yeah.
So we went to the Scranton Historical Society. It's like in the center of Scranton University.
Yep.
And we're all the way in the attic. And we have a little group up there. And there's like bookshelves on the one side. So I'm sitting like right next to the door. And we're in a circle. And I keep looking in the bookshelves. I'm like seeing a shadow or something.
Now I'm sitting my back to the bookshelves. And then I get up because we're seeing a shadow someplace else in the room. I get up and leave that area. And go ahead.
And then he gets up and goes over there. And I'm looking and like gets closer. Then all of a sudden I see the shadow come out of the bookshelves and felt it grab my right shoulder. And I was like, screw this. I ran down the stairs.
The other people that were sitting around actually saw it happen.
Like watched the shadow
and everybody kind of screamed when it happened because it was like it was really something else. 2 of the ladies from Mobile's Mind Eye were there with us and when it happened, yeah.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at you guys. Ian just made a comment in the chat room. I don't know if you guys watch The Office at all or anything.
I don't.
But the Office is based out of Scranton, PA, and there was a thing they did in The Office of the Scranton Strangler, and he's never been caught. So he.
I don't even know if that's a real thing up there. I grew up there, but I don't know. I don't know. I know. There's the story of, again, up that way, the Suskin Screamer, which is another type of cryptid where if you're in the woods up there late at night, you hear this shriek like you would never hear before in your life, is what it's said to be. I've never heard it, but there's people that swear by it. So,
Oh, I have another story.
Bring on the story.
Story time.
It was without
Story
you,
time
too.
with Joe and Dom.
So
yeah.
there's by like the state park here, there's a place called the Pyramids.
Yeah.
It's a really weird place. There's like down the road, probably maybe 2 or 3 miles, there's like a glass house that cannibals lived in, and then there's Haycock Mountain, which is an old which is
Jenny had enough of our shit. She's out.
Yeah.
Which is an old meteor that struck, and then on top of that, the lake that Nakamixon is, there's a town under the lake.
Yeah.
So then there's the Pyramids, which is like this church group that has a church with no windows, and it's like this big estate. So we were driving past, we were showing our one friend, and we're going slow, and all of a sudden, like, my buddy was like, oh yeah, there's this like yellow Jeep that shows up out of nowhere. So we get up the road maybe about 150 yards, and we see this guy pulling out of his driveway, and then all of a sudden this yellow Jeep shows up out of nowhere. So, and I'm like, okay. And then I speed up a little bit. The Jeep speeds up a little bit, and then I pretty much blew this 4-way stop because the Jeep was just up my ass at that point. And I started probably doing about 60 down the one back road, and it was keeping up with me. And then I shot out onto the one side road, and the Jeep was gone, like just disappeared out of nowhere.
Were you being chased by a phantom Jeep?
We have no idea. Like, there's only one way to get out on that road, and because there's no houses or anything,
Mm-hmm.
and he needed to go that way, and then there was a different car that came behind.
Interesting.
All right. Well, Christine just decided to pop in and say hi to you guys, I guess.
Yes.
Not the natural person. I'm talking about the car from the Stephen King novel.
Yeah. Right?
We could go maximum overdrive here too, but I mean.
Okay, so here's that photo that we were talking about. You can't really see it in this one because it's so dark. But if we go to the Brian photo, there was no church in that area. So as you can see, like that black thing right there. Don't know what that
Jenny,
was.
what are you pointing at? Because no one can see what you're pointing at.
Okay, so look at the big pillar.
Yeah, I see the big pillar in the middle.
And then you see that, like,
to the right or left?
It looks like a love seat to the left. Or to the right, I'm sorry.
To the right, yeah. But there was no chairs there. Because they had it all the chairs in that one corner where me and Joe B were sitting.
And this is at Penhurst?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
That's where Joe's name came through the spirit box, telling us to go downstairs.
Yep.
It was interesting, for sure.
Well, that just looks like Dom taking a nap.
Dom left us at that point. He ditched us.
Yeah, he ditched us. He went home.
He went home.
He's like, nope, I'm good. I'm out. Bye.
Yep. And
nope.
Me and Joe B is like, let's go to Quaker. We haven't done that yet.
Not today, Satan. Not today.
Yeah.
And that's where Joe B left me in the dust.
They had a white truck follow them.
Who?
On the Appalachian Trail.
Oh, wow.
Well, we're not that far from the Appalachian Trail. We're maybe 30 minutes, not even.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
you guys, for scientific purposes, go out there and test it and let us know how the results go.
That's where the whole
Was that
my
where your
truck
coyote
dying
thing
up the
happened?
mountain happened. Like my truck dying up on the mountain, it happened on the Appalachian Trail.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, I don't want to say conspiracy theories, but there's a lot of folklore around the Appalachian Trail and everything.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it wouldn't surprise me.
there's
yeah,
definitely.
no, it's around. There's a lot of folklore around all of these parts around here.
Oh,
Mhm.
especially with the Native American ties and everything
Oh,
else like
yeah.
that. Definitely goes
Well-
into a
Oh, yeah.
big factor of it.
Postcards and stuff. We were up at Yellowstone a couple years ago at night because we were not smart and went at dusk to get sunset photos at Yellowstone. Don't ever do that. Got lost in Yellowstone, and we kept seeing like this ghost car come out of nowhere, like literally nowhere. And at Yellowstone, it's either cliff or nothing on the other side of you. So we're like, okay, where is this ghost car coming from? And we saw it like 3 or 4 times that night, come out of nowhere in front of us. It was so weird. So it's definitely just not the East Coast. It's
Oh yeah, no, it's
the
everywhere.
West Coast. If you want to call Yellowstone West Coast, I don't even know.
Yeah.
That's kind of like, I
Mhm.
wouldn't say that's not like central. That's more like not necessarily
Pacific?
mountain.
Pacific.
Mountain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's in West Virginia where she's
Uh,
we're like
Mount Alto.
we're like 7 hours north of that.
Yeah, Stacy's saying Mount Alto. Oh, damn it, Jenny, quit it.
I was trying to click it. This is
I
what
was
happens
too.
when you do-
too many chiefs.
Too many chiefs. I should be the chief.
That's fine. I'll just sit behind the scenes. You're the face and voice of the show anyway. So I mean, I'll just sit behind here. And I'll just sit here and look pretty.
Look pretty.
There you go.
But yeah. Damien says, mini road trip cryptids, count me in.
That wasn't Damien. That was Sierra.
Yeah.
What's your sorry? I
And
was
we do
looking
need
at
to get Damien. We need to get
Damien.
Damien straight stateside. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Well, you guys have been to ISS a couple times, right? Now or
Once.
when you were there, I think what April?
Yeah, for my birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was Dom's birthday.
Did you guys have
When
any
in
big-
April? When in April? Sorry, I got to ask Dom.
April 28th.
April 25th.
Oh wow.
Our Tauruses, we got to stick together.
Hey, I'm a Leo. I'll stick with
He doesn't
Leo.
know what that means. That's your
Yeah,
sign.
okay. Well,
What my
Your-
the master
your-
sign?
That's your zodiac sign, Dom.
Zodiac sign, your horoscope sign. So
Yep. Well, when you were at ISS, if anyone doesn't know, ISS means haunted Indiana State Sanitarium. Did you guys have Bigfoot sightings or activity
Sure.
there?
Well, we did not, but Ernie and Denise Pack and the Eskews, right?
The Eskews, yeah.
They were all there, and they were outside with Rob, Sarah,
I think it was just Rob and Sarah.
and no, I think Trevor might have been there. And
was it just
two
like a
other-
couple weeks ago?
In
No,
April.
this was in April.
Oh,
And
okay.
they saw something in the woods there.
All right. All right.
In Indiana State. Yeah, I don't know what it was. Like I said,
Yeah.
we didn't experience it, unfortunately. But
Well, if you go back in, I think they're going back next month or in September. I can't remember
we're
when.
going back this month.
Yeah.
This
When?
month, yeah.
Definitely look for Bigfoot because I was there
Mhm.
in June and we were having Bigfoot happenings. Like we were hearing like trees being pushed over in the middle of night. Like I want to say like maybe like 2 or 3 a.m. We kept
Yeah.
hearing like big. It would not be deer. It would not be bears or
Yeah.
anything because it
Well,
was
Yeah,
big
we're,
and loud.
we're actually going back the 17th for the ISS con.
Oh, awesome!
We'll be
Yeah.
there for that, yeah. So we'll be out
and
there
then-
for that. So and
Yeah. And when we saw it, or when we were having the activity, we were at the big 5-story building. The
The one where we kept seeing people in the windows.
yeah.
yeah. what Project Fear saw the people in the windows and everything. We were at the back end by the water tower. Is where we were kept hearing the Bigfoot, what we assume Bigfoot,
Yeah.
sounds and stuff. And then we were also having UFO activity. I think ISS is definitely trifecta.
ISS is where we heard people walking above us, right? And I went up and walked the hallway, and there was nobody up
in
there.
the building.
Yeah,
Yep.
we thought somebody was in the building. We were on, I think, the second floor.
No, we were on the
third. We were on the third floor, and then there was another group up on the fifth floor. So there's a floor in between.
Yeah.
That nobody was on, and you could hear plain as day,
like somebody running through the hall,
running,
like falling.
Oh,
running
wow.
up and down the hall. And I got to the point where I said, "There's somebody up there. I'm going to check." I went up there, and I'm yelling, I'm
kicking doors
open and stuff, and there was nobody up there. And the people up on the fifth floor,
Didn't hear it.
they heard me when I first went in and yelled, "Hey, is there anybody up here?" And then as I went down the hallway, they didn't hear me anymore. They were in another wing up on the floor, so they couldn't hear nothing.
Because one of us stood at the other stairwell
to try to catch the person.
There's nobody actually
coming down that I was chasing down the hall.
Yep.
So,
yeah, we had something like that happen in June, but ours was a goddamn raccoon stuck in a pop can. In a pop can.
Yep.
We were on I think the fourth floor, and we kept hearing like this rattling sound on the third, and we're like, "What is that?" Like, it's getting louder, it's getting closer. So we went down the steps, and we saw a pop can, and then like little like paw prints, and we finally figured out it was a raccoon stuck in a pop can.
There you go.
But it was so loud, it sounded like somebody walking and kicking the pop can. I was like, nope. Not going to the third floor anymore. There's a raccoon somewhere on this floor. I'm good. But ISS is amazing. I love ISS. I will be going back.
So I think that weekend, I think there's something going on up there at ISS.
Yes. Yep.
And then I think they moved the Paracon down to Billy Creek.
Billy Creek. Yep.
So.
Yeah, the day activities or the day event is at Billy Creek, which if you haven't been to Billy Creek, go check it out. That place is creepy. Even in the daytime, it's creepy.
Yeah,
and then the investigations at ISS that night. And Adam is amazing. I love Adam's locations. Like, he takes care of the building so well.
Madison, Fairfield, ISS.
Yeah.
And then he has like 6 other locations that he helps run in Illinois, Indiana.
That man's everywhere. I'm trying to get him up to Massachusetts, but he doesn't want to come up here and see me.
No, I haven't even gotten to meet him yet. So I was like, dang. But you guys build equipment, or I should say Don builds equipment.
Yep.
Do you want to explain what these are?
Those look like a good time on a Friday night.
Wait, where'd you get that third? Oh, that's Kaylee's.
It's E.T.
It's E.T.
Yeah.
Wally.
Wally.
What we call them are knock rods. What it is, it's a motion sensor. Can you see that? It's a motion sensor that goes on a base, which is the black part on the bottom, and they rotate 180 degrees either way.
Oh, wow.
And then they also turn. So if you wanted to put this at like the bottom of the stairs, you can angle it up the stairs and it'll go up to like 40 feet.
Is that a beer bong tube that you used for the base of that?
No, it's PVC pipe.
Okay.
So
beat it for her pleasure.
I saw them in action at Missouri State, and I want one. I want one so bad.
They're really cool. Yeah. So he makes them in doubles and singles, and we make them in 1 foot and 2 foot.
Fun for the whole family.
That's right. Fun for the whole family.
Yeah, definitely.
So what I like about the doubles, especially if you're in a large room, you can set it up so that so there's a 180 degree you can cover the whole room basically with them, because they pick up so much of it. And
or if you're in a hallway that's kind of shaped like a T,
and
you're at one end, you can set it up at that intersection and point one way and point one the other way.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Nice.
That's actually very interesting.
And you can get the different colors are available in them. So usually when we do a double, we recommend different colors, so which way it's actually picking something up.
Okay, what's your price point of those if you guys are selling them?
So singles are,
I have it written down somewhere.
I know the 2-foot doubles are $175. The
2-foot singles, I think, are $125. I think. Don't quote me on it.
No, I think the 1-foot doubles are $125.
Oh yeah, the 1-foot doubles are $125, and then the 2-foot singles are $100, I think.
Yep.
And then the 1-foot single is $75.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
My next piece of equipment. It's coming from
like I said,
Mom and Joe.
Yeah. So they're LED lights. They're sealed. So they're waterproof and stuff like that.
We also offer custom wraps on the bases.
Yeah, so
Nice.
we can do a custom wrap on that if you wanted it too. So different colors. But yeah, so like it says, we made one for Kaylee, and when we were, I forget where we were. We gave her hers, and one of the rods we had an issue with, so we made up a new rod for her, and we just got to get it to her. But this is her rod. That's
you got to give them a new rod every once in a while.
Yeah.
I mean, every once in a while, people need a new rod. So.
Oh yeah, it was at Fairfield.
Oh, that place is amazing too. I love Fairfield.
Yeah.
So
I just travel vicariously through Jenny, like honestly at this point.
Yeah. Well, I am dragging him to Penhurst next year. He has no choice about
this. You gotta come out, man.
He's coming to Penhurst because.
Well, according to Jenny, everybody this year was asking me where her co-host was. So I mean,
yeah.
I guess I have to make an appearance as I'm just, I'm behind the scene. I'm the behind the scenes guy. Jenny's the one that leads the show. So she's
I think
front
that's
and center.
opposite. That's the opposite.
No, she's front and center. She does everything for the show. So I mean, we got to give the people what they want. They want to see the geek behind the screen. So I mean, I'll give them what they want.
So Wes will be at Penhurst next year, which I'm super excited.
Excellent.
About. So how did you guys get involved with Get Haunted and become the Mork, or one of the Mork with Get Haunted?
So
you're all that was on you. I just kind of came home from one day and it was like, yeah, we're doing this. I'm like, okay.
So like I said, over a year ago, one of our first investigations after deciding on whether we really wanted to do this, we went to White Hill Mansion in New Jersey, and that was our first Get Haunted event that we went to. That's where we met Rob, Danny, Cindy. They were all there and really liked what they were doing, really liked how they ran it and stuff like that. Liked that there was a lot of availability to go to other events that they hosted, which was really nice. And the price point was fair as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it just started that we just, we were looking at different events and stuff they had, and we just kept going. They had an event we were pretty much going to it that year. We went to a lot of their events, and we got to know Rob, got to know Sarah, Danny, Kaylee, Lori, Bill, all those guys. And it was last year, we were actually up at Mid-O, and we were up there for the event, and I'm walking out the door and Rob's walking in the door. And this is after, hanging out with these guys for a couple of months, getting to know them.
Mm-hmm.
And it was their biggest event that they hosted for guest wise. That it was one of their biggest ones. And Rob came through the door and I was going out and he's like, "Oh man, by the way, you're taking a group tonight." And I was like, "Oh wow, really?" So after that, he kind of talked to me a little bit about it and how things kind of worked. And he
Yep.
says, "Yeah, we're looking at a couple of different things." And he just kind of created, because there's us and other teams that are always going to events. And he just asked us to, become mercenaries and help out with different events and stuff that they have and different things that they're doing. And we love it. We're proud to wear that Get Honage Mercenaries patch there.
Yep.
I think it's awesome that you had somebody like Get Haunted look at a father and son that really didn't even have a team until we met them. And it was just with their enthusiasm and their support, along with others, that really pushed us over the top to kind of create what we are. And as a mercenary, we get to go to different events, help out, do different things. And it's the really great thing is that we're part of something that is beyond what I ever thought it would be. So we're really happy to be associated with them. And that's kind of how we all met,
Yep.
is through Get
Yes, sir.
Haunted and the different things that they do. So
I haven't physically met you guys yet, but that's going to change soon. I promise.
that's not a problem.
But I support
Penhurst.
everything you guys do. I follow Next
Thank you.
Kid.
Yeah,
You guys are doing some great stuff out there.
And that's where it is, and before, we were doing stuff, trying to get in with other places and trying to do things. And it was just like hitting wall after wall after wall.
Yeah.
And then, when you meet the right people and, the right things happen. So, and that's kind of how we became involved with Get Haunted and became a mercenary. And, we do our own things too. We actually did our first solo investigation this year in Catasauqua, Pennsylvania at the George Taylor House.
Bless you.
And that one is a place just before we met Get Haunted. That's where we actually met Interstate Paranormal.
I know Interstate.
Yep. Tony and
Yep.
Sierra. I've investigated quite a few places with her. And she's just awesome. And she's a big supporter of us too. But it was because of those guys there that we actually went back to do George Taylor, because of the experiences we had there with them.
Joe, you need to rephrase that. You did not go back to do George Taylor. You went to investigate George Taylor again.
We went back to investigate George Taylor, yes.
That could have been taken in way too many different contexts. So
okay.
Yeah, true.
Come on, it's late at night. I had to go in on my day off today. I got to make some jokes.
Okay. So so we went back to investigate George Taylor on our own, and again, it was amazing. So, we owe a lot to some of these groups out there that have supported us before we were just, two faces in the crowd. So we always found that, and once we really hooked up with Get Haunted, with Rob and Sarah and them, it was just amazing, that they take and sit and take the time with you and all that kind of stuff. So,
you know what, honestly, and I always say this, and I say this to every investigator, it's not about the people you meet. It's not about the investigations you've been on or the places you've been to. It's about the connections you make.
Yeah.
Yep.
And,
absolutely.
Jenny and I were brought in to Get Haunted, and we were treated like family right from the get-go.
Yep.
And, we were Unturned Pages was the first show on Get Haunted.
Yeah.
And, we kind of started the P3 network for Get Haunted. So thank you, Rob, Sarah, Danny, Courtney, Trevor, All you
Yeah.
guys out there, you guys have done amazing for us. You guys have been absolute rock stars for us. But it's one of those things where, it's all about the connections you make, and it's, Jenny knows this very well. She's made several connections over the years with people and things like that.
Mhm.
And it's not to take advantage of the connections. It's to
Nope.
be able to network and expand
Yeah.
your knowledge and your base and everything like that.
Yeah. Well, that was like, when we were at George Taylor with Sierra and Tony and all them for IPR with that, they had Scott Porter and Stephanie Burke out there.
Oh yeah, I
as
love
special
that.
guests the one time. I remember, I think it was in November. It was in November, and I met Steph and Scott out there, and it's kind of funny now because once a month I sit down at my computer and I have a class with Stephanie that we're taking, that I'm doing, and there's a couple of us. So that's really interesting too. Like you said, Russ, it's about the connections. But before going there and meeting Steph, never really knew much about it and things like that. So, and again, it's just like you said about the connections that you make.
So, all right, so we're heading into like the wind down of the show here, real quick. So, I got a couple questions for you guys.
Sure.
Both of you. So, if it was your last day on death row, what would your last meal be?
Gnocchi.
Yeah, I figured he was going to say gnocchi.
Some good old gnocchi, huh? All right.
Mine would be, geez, I don't know.
You don't know. You're like, too many choices.
So my last meal would have to be my grandmother's piggies in a blanket.
Ooh.
Oh.
So
that's the good old down home country snack like that.
I'm Italian, and to have my grandmother's piggies.
How dare you not say pasta? Come on, some homemade pasta and pasta sauce. Come on.
Well, all right. So
I'm not Italian.
Okay, so if it wasn't that, it would have to be polenta. You guys know polenta?
Polenta?
No, I know
polenta. Yep, I know polenta.
I do not.
And it has to be eaten the traditional way on a board.
Yep.
With the sauce and the meats and everything. Yep.
Well, Jenny's the only person I know that she comes to Massachusetts, and I take her to one of the seafood restaurants in Massachusetts, right on the ocean, overlooking it, and she orders chicken.
No, I did not. I ordered prime rib. So I ordered prime
You're not
rib.
helping your case.
Might as well have been
Jenny.
chicken.
You're really not helping your case at all.
I don't eat seafood, so.
Oh, that seafood's the best.
It is fresh right out of the ocean. Like you can't help it. All right, so I'll give you guys both three answers here. Bucket list of places to investigate, no expenses. You can get into anywhere in the world. Where would you want to investigate? You get 3 picks each.
Winchester House. What's the place in Waverly Hill or in Louisville?
Waverly Hills.
Waverly Hills.
Yeah, Waverly Hills.
You said it.
He answered his own question.
He answered his own question.
And then my buddy, what was that one place in West Virginia? It's right outside of Charleston. It's an old prison.
The old jail in Charleston?
No, it's one of the bigger ones.
West Virginia State Penn?
No, Charleston, South Carolina, not West Virginia.
Charleston, West Virginia.
Oh, Charleston, West Virginia.
I don't know. I've never been to West Virginia, so.
Are you talking about Trans-Allegheny?
That place.
So
Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum. It was not a prison.
So mine would be Trans-Allegheny.
Yep.
Alcatraz.
Ooh, yep.
And I want to go over the pond, and I think it's one with, I can't remember the name of the castle out there.
Oh, it's in Mount Snowdon there. I know what he's talking
Lep
about.
Castle over in Ireland.
Yep, Castle.
Yes. Yep. They would be
Th-
my 3 bucket list to do.
That is definitely on my list to do
So
lap. That
I
is
think
stuff.
that would be amazing.
I think.
All right,
eventually-
so last question for me of the night. Let's let's just say here, you guys had to assemble a team, and you know what? We're an hour and 6 minutes. Jenny said not to run over, but you know this is the
It
question
always
where
goes. It always happens.
this is a question that needs some thought and actually has some good answers to it. So I'm going to ask you both separately. You guys have to assemble a team of 5 investigators. Now, this is going to be separately for both. So Dom, listen up in the back. So your team can consist of fact or fictional characters. Also, your team can consist of living or dead people.
And if you say Robinson, they're counted as one.
Yeah, you can't if
And
you
haunted people.
choose next of kin or get haunted, they get bulked into one choice because they are a group. Same thing with the Scooby-Doo gang; they get bulked into a group.
Supernatural into one.
Yep. This is the question that makes everybody think.
So that's definitely the boys from Supernatural, Sam and Dean.
You gotta get the Winchesters in there.
Without a doubt, those guys.
But we're there to investigate, not kill.
Well,
maybe things go sideways.
Hey, you know what? If it was your oh shit moment at Penhurst, you probably could have used Sam and Dean in your back pocket.
Right.
Yeah. I think it would be cool with those guys. I think I don't know.
Mine would have to be the Warrens. That whole group, like Dan, Wade, Chris, Ed and Lorraine, Tony. My other one would probably have to be MASH. Hawkeye from MASH.
Oh, nice. Yep.
Oh,
That
yeah.
would be
Okay.
cool.
All right. I can see
Alan
that.
Alda.
I am very impressed in you being 21 years old and knowing what MASH even is.
My
Hey, I
dog's
know what
named
MASH
after
is,
Hawkeye
so
from
hush.
MASH.
Yeah, our dog. He named our dog Hawkeye after Alan Alda from MASH.
Nice.
Respect. Respect.
Matt Rife.
Oh, God. I've seen him investigate before. He is absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
I think that'd be it.
Oh, I know. So it would be the Winchesters.
Yep.
It would be the paranormal couple,
Or Cody and Satori.
Cody and Satori. I would love to investigate with them.
Okay.
And I think my third pick would be, I don't know. would have to be Steph and Scott. Stephanie.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that would be awesome. Investigate.
That would be good.
That's a solid choice right there. You got a good team there. Definitely a good one. I mean, with Dom, he's got the comedic relief with Matt because he pisses his pants and runs out of places. But yeah, I mean that's some great choices. So, guys, we're coming to the end here. Go ahead and plug yourself. Tell people where to find you, how they can get a hold of you, everything like that. Where you're gonna be next.
So you guys can, go to Facebook, Next to Kin Paranormal on Facebook.
YouTube too.
We're on YouTube at nexttokinparanormal.com.
Next to Kin Paranormal on YouTube.
Next to Kin Paranormal on YouTube. And if we get to 250 subscribers, we're going to give away. All right. Are you ready?
Yes.
Whose rod are you giving away?
That's what we're going to do. We're going to actually give away a single 1 foot knock rod. And if we get 500 by the end of the year, if we make these goals, we're going to give away a double 2 foot knock rod.
Dom, blink twice if you're in trouble.
But that's where you can follow us. We're later this month. We're going to be at ISS Con. We'll be hanging out there and stuff. We'll be around Billy Creek and all that. And then in October we'll be at the soiree.
I'll see you there.
Yep. And then October
Jenny,
12th.
say soiree for me. Say supernatural
I'm
soiree
not.
for me.
I'm not.
Come
saying that 'cause You're gonna
on.
make fun of me. Nope.
I'm not going to make
I'm
fun of
good.
you.
And
Bull
then October 12th, we're going to be at White Hill Mansion. We'll be there with Get Haunted, helping them. We'll be the lead investigators running that event for Get Haunted that night.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I
Awesome.
mean, I wish I could come down in October, but
Yeah, hey,
I
we
mean,
get it, man.
the day I had that, like, literally, and I was gonna joke about it, but it's like it kind of came to a realization, like the day I have off a week, if that, I'm spending it sleeping. So like
Yeah,
once
no,
October
if you
hits,
get a day off.
if I get a day off, because like I said, I was supposed to be off today, and I was back at work today again, and we've been open 3 days. So
That's awesome. Yeah, that's crazy. Shoot.
So,
But,
but
yeah,
guys, thank you so much for coming on. I mean, you guys have been absolutely awesome. We had some great
Thanks for
laughs.
having us. We appreciate
Yeah,
it.
you're welcome.
No, you guys have been absolutely amazing guests. You know, Jenny and I have been through the gambit of guests before, but you guys rank up there in some of the better ones we've had. So for
Yeah,
definitely
thank
sure.
you. Thank you.
So, but I mean, maybe if Dom stops being a creep and actually sits next to you instead of just peering over your shoulder, I mean, we can make adjustments. I mean, you know,
I feel like every interview I see them on, he's always behind Joe B's shoulder, like the little.
Yeah.
And then I'm usually the one who has to fix the computer glitches.
Yeah, he is.
He's the tech guy.
He is. He's the tech guy.
fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm the transportation. He's the tech guy.
Hey, kind of sounds like Bonnie and Jenny. She's the transportation. Bonnie's or Jenny's the tech person.
Guy, the tech person.
The tech person. I wasn't gonna label person. I don't want to get canceled already. So I mean,
hey, we've been on for almost 2 years now.
Yeah,
and we haven't got canceled yet. So I think we're good. So
don't worry, I'll still float at some point.
Yeah, you will. But yeah, I will see you guys in New Jersey in October. Super excited. But yeah, thank you guys again for coming on, and
thank you guys.
We will see you very soon.
You guys got it.
Bye.
I see you. Have a good one. Bye.
You too.
Thanks, guys.
Next Sunday, we will have Sharon of Rolling Hills.
Oh, Miss Sharon Coyle. Oh,
super excited.
I haven't seen her in a while, so I'm gonna have to.
I was gonna say, when was the last time you went there, Russ?
It's been
a few years.
Been a while. It's been a few years. And sorry, Laura's in the chat room. Laura Binky, yeah, she stands out to me because we had a conversation I think 2 weeks ago about the Binky nickname and everything like that. So, Laura, I'm sorry I didn't give you a shout out. Thank you for coming by and listening. I really appreciate it.
Tomorrow night, Russ will have
I'm gonna have Josh Elda, Ella. I can't.
I don't know how to say his last name. So
I'm gonna butcher it like completely, but it's Animal Paranormal. It's gonna be a great interview. He's another P3 host, so it's great that we're getting people from the P3 network on the shows and getting them involved and everything like that. So that's what I said. That it's all about the networking. It's all about the connections you make. So
absolutely. If you want to be, I guess, on Russ's show, contact him because I know he needs
reach out to either the page, my Instagram, reach out to my Facebook page, anything, just reach out and I'll get you scheduled. I'm booking everybody through August, September, and I'm not touching October right now at this point because I know how things go sideways. So,
I would probably say it's safe to say you won't have shows in October.
I am going to do my damnedest, and I'm going to hope and pray that I will have shows in October. I'm going to try this year not to live at my store because I added up my hours from last year, and kind of made me gag a little bit. So
Yeah, but if you get that DM position, you will be all over the 3.
yeah, 1 store to 3 stores. Yeah, that's a little bit harder of a
So
thing. So,
I would
but
probably say,
guys,
yeah.
okay, guys. So the book, we are doing this. So if you have or are going to buy a T-shirt, a tumbler, a bracelet from us.
Trying to get it so it doesn't glare, but
Yes, Bonnie, I was already working, and sorry anybody that was watching or rewatches this. I went off screen because I was getting text messages from work and everything like that. So, side note, I'm sorry you're going to see a lot of that coming into the season. This is my passion, but this pays the bills, unfortunately. But we are giving away a copy of Dave Schrader's new book. What is it? The Theater of the Mind?
Yep. Tales from the Darkness.
That
Those
is
UFO
signed.
Yep.
That is signed. It's autographed. It's ready to go. Wrong page there, Jenny. There you go. And it is completely there. There's a signature. And it even says boo. So you can get scared every time you open it.
Yep.
But if you have bought a T-shirt, a bracelet, a tumbler from us, whether it have been in the past or in the future, you will be entered in. And I think we're gonna aim for that's terrifying. That'll haunt my dreams tonight more than Jenny's face. But
Fuck you.
But with that being said, anybody that is going to buy a T-shirt, anybody that wants to buy a T-shirt, tumbler, bracelet, anything from us, Jenny, quit showing the book away. They need to read it on their own.
This is a creepy book. Creepy picture book, I guess.
Well, Dave probably drew those after talking to you. So, I mean, haha, 2-finger wave.
Yep, my 2-finger wave right now. Boop.
But guys, you guys, so if you bought a T-shirt, you bought a bracelet, you brought a tumbler, you're going to be entered into it. Okay, Jenny, you want to interject here?
Yep, hold on. I got to pull it up. Keep talking for a sec.
Okay, well, great. That's what I always do. That's what I'm good at. So, but
I want to show a video. Hold on a second. It's got
what are we going to show a video of?
Just
me getting my legs waxed?
Oh, I should do that actually, but I'm not going
to the no.
Hold on a second.
Anyways, yeah. I know what video you're pulling up.
No, you
I know
don't.
exactly what video. Yes, I do.
Hold on.
It has something to do with what you just held up. I'm not an idiot.
Hold on. Why is it doing that? Okay, hold on. Why expand the picture? Hold on.
I know how to work things. I'm Jenny Davis. Join me for another episode next week.
Hold on. I have to get the volume to work. Stop it.
But by the time she gets the video up, it will be next week.
And if you're not tuning in to Unturned Pages podcast Sunday nights, you're missing out. So make sure you check it out. It is Sunday nights at
8 p.m.
8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. Don't miss out. Check it out now.
Be like Dave Schrader and listen to Unturned Pages.
And also Compass Curiosities, but I mean, I'm just, I mean, she's also the face and voice of that show, so.
Yeah, and we'll have another video soon. That's my goal at Michigan, is to get like all of these celebrities to.
Well, you better get some for Compass Curiosities, or I'm gonna be pissed. I'm not gonna come to Penhurst if you don't.
Okay, how about this? You come to Penhurst, we do Compass of Curiosities.
Okay, so I have to wait a whole year. Great, wonderful.
It's not a whole year. It's like 8 months. You could have done that at the bash, but you didn't.
Again, everybody, thank you for listening to another corrupt and messed up episode of Unturned Pages. We never know where we're gonna go. And you guys, I miss my hair, but it's growing back.
It's growing back.
And yes, Bonnie, I was busy at the bash. I was doing things. I was raising money instead of inflicting pain on people.
I was not inflicting pain on people.
You were inflicting pain on me when you waxed my legs. You were out there randomly out there with your phone taking pictures of random shit.
And you know what? It was totally worth waxing your legs because, yeah.
It's not worth it because it's itchy as shit and I wear jeans to work, so.
It was totally worth it because, yeah.
You're lucky I didn't swing.
Hey, Stacy was doing Ian, I was doing you. Somebody had to do both.
Can you please rephrase that? Please. I'm married. So is Ian. Can you
Stacy
please
was
rephrase that?
waxing Ian, I was waxing your legs.
Thank you. Okay. Now there's no confusion there. Jenny caused me a tremendous amount of pain, and I will never forgive that for her. And she will never live that down until I find some way to pay her back.
Next year. I hope we get to do it again next
Yeah,
year.
maybe my hair will grow back by then, and I'll do it again. I don't care. You see how fast my hair grows back? You think I was concerned about it? Nope, not a bit.
Pet.
So,
But
anyways, guys, thank you so much for coming out and listening.
Night.
We will see you tomorrow night. Again, we can't do this without you. We can't do this without Get Haunted, Rob, Sarah, Trevor, Courtney, Danny, all you guys out there in the Get Haunted Network. You guys are absolutely amazing, and I appreciate everything you do for us. So definitely check out some of the Get Haunted events. Definitely check out some of the Warner Paranormal events. Definitely check out all the Get Haunted events that they have coming up there because they have a laundry list of them. So, guys, for Unturned Pages on Sunday night, we will see you tomorrow on Compass Curiosities. Yes. Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central.